Alrighty then, let's have another look at the 1000 Akira. I love this ship. I just love this ship. I remember when I first saw this on the Next Generation at the Battle of Wharf 359, I was like, man, I gotta have one of those. Getting this together has been a long road, I'm here to tell you. At any rate, 1000. Now, at one point I was going to put out a 1/350th Akira, which would have made it 50 inches. Now, we were working on the 240 refit, which was also 50 inches at the time, and everybody mocked me and laughed at me, and I just like, okay, whatever. And then Polar Mobius tried to make out like they were going to put out a 1/350th Akira kit, and I laughed. I mean, they went so far as to come up with box art and act like they were going to put out a 50-inch kit. Naturally, nothing ever happened to this. I mean, it was just trying to bait me. I just sat back and laughed. I thought, you people are such losers. I mean, really, come on. At any rate, this is the 1000 Akira. I may yet do a 1/350, yes, at 50 inches. Anyway, let's go ahead and have a close look at some of the details. Again, this is not glued together. This is not taped together. This is just sitting together. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. First of all, let's get a real close look at all of the details. All of the details are on this model. All of the windows, all of the fine details, everything you see is accurate. Now, it's my understanding there was a couple of different versions of the Akira. I don't have any actual data on that, but I'm saying this is good. I'm liking every bit of this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. Then I'm going to separate the parts and show some of the parts together up close. All right, here's a look at the underside. Now, I've got all the light in the world on, so if this is grainy, there's nothing I can do about it. I've got LED lights, incandescent lights. I got the shades wide open. I got sunlight coming in. I've got, you name it. I've got all light on this. So, anyway, let's have another close-up look at some of the detail. There are a couple of minor issues with this that I'm going to have to repair, but that's no big deal. I'm up to the task. I'm sure I can handle it. I can't work on this right now. I've got client builds I have to get back onto. I've been showing print models and doing catch-up work on video for 2-3 weeks now. Trying to get caught up after I got sick back in December of last year. I was sick for at least 3 months. It took another 3 months for me to get totally over it. And then I spent literally the last couple of months just hustling, trying to get caught up. Okay, let me go ahead and dismantle this and break it down and show you some of the parts up close. Okay, so here are all the parts all split up. I'm going to go ahead and have a quick look at the nacelle. You can see it's 2 halves. I'm going to have to get these parts to perfectly mesh. I'll probably pull the center alignment tab out and align this manually, then hit it with a healthy dose of super glue gel, making sure that these lines all align properly. Here's the back of the nacelle. Perfectly accurate to the studio filming model. The other nacelle is exactly the same. This is the alignment tab for the primary hull. I'm going to probably drill this out and scratch build my own pattern to light and bring in from behind. I'll core all of this out so that I can light this kit. This is the very front. This is going to look so cool. As you can see, there's a little bit of dust and stuff, some orange peel. That's fine. I'm going to sand all that down. That's there just to build up. The paint that's there right now is just to build up, so I've got something to sand down to. So that's not going to be an issue. I'll mask off separate areas and sand on each area a little bit at a time to bring all the detail out and to mask certain areas to make sure that I don't over sand an area. As you can see, this bridge is going to be fun. I'm going to have to get a Dremel. My Dremel's long gone, but I'm going to have to get a Dremel and go at this very lightly. Clean this up. Here's the lower and aft end of the primary hull, along with the two big booms. This is going to take some work. As you can see, there is some ridges in there, but hey, it's doable. It's totally doable. And here is the aft end with the pylons that hold on to the nacelles. Again, all the details are there. Each thing's going to take its own little amount of cleanup. I got everything I need to decal this properly and appropriately. Unfortunately, as I said, I'm going to have to box this up for now. I've got to finish up some client work. Anyway, that's a close-up look at the 1000 Akira. Akira. Thank you. Thank you very much.